Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Partner Austin podcast. My name is Asher and Ryan Albretsen. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about co-selling, co-marketing, and is there something else, Ryan, or is it just the two? Is it like co-mingling, co-browsing, co-shopping, Howard co-sell?
I think that's it.
That's
I
it.
think that's
All right.
that's the two codes we could talk about today.
Okay, well, two
Yeah.
is better. Two is better than one. Hence the podcast. There's two people on it, and I think we're all looking forward to the Albretsen Insight of the day. Of course, we have to take a moment to recognize the loss of my yarmulke in the ocean yesterday. Of course, I was with my youngest. We were at Red Reef Park yesterday afternoon around this time. And I was in the ocean with my daughter, and we're like, hey, come in. Hey, the waves are great. It's low tide. And, all of a sudden, the waves are like, they're 3 feet, they're 4 feet. This 6-foot wave literally hits me in the back. And I'm like, oh, ha, 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 like total dad moment, right? And then I go flying forward about 8 feet. Literally, I'm like flying in the water. So my hat, my yarmulke, my glasses, my expensive Oakleys, like my prescription, I know what I was thinking. So I go to grab the glasses, like, oh my God,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, oh no. And then I get up, I'm like, I can see the hat, and then the current takes it like 20 feet down shore. So I grab the hat and I'm looking around, I'm like, there's some fish that's going to get a bar mitzvah in the Atlantic. And hey, whoever you are, you're welcome.
It's forever to see you right now.
Yeah, exactly. So, Ryan, at the end of the day, the main thing of our conversation right now is that no CRO of a partner program is going, wow, great portal logs this quarter, guys. You really did good. You did great. We see people really logged in. I mean, maybe we did that in NetSuite for the first 3 months. But then we had to start showing revenue, So really what this is about is how AI, whether it's agentic AI, whether it's generative AI, whether it's even deep research, can have, some really great impacts, within co-sell and co-marketing, for partner programs.
Right. So basically, so far we've talked about big picture, partner recruitment, partner enablement. Now we're talking on the money side. So basically co-selling and co-marketing, right?
Yeah. It's an interesting one because this is also outside of the authorization piece. This is really the first time within the history of a partner program that's a culture of one company meets the culture of another company. And you really hope it's not like WrestleMania 3 with Andre and Hogan, where it was the unstoppable force against the immovable object, and you don't have both teams body slamming themselves. I mean, this is really where we see, an intersection of partner program, human relationship, technology, artificial intelligence. And you have all these converging ambient streams of consciousness coming together, to get a widget sold. So it's probably the most interesting part of a program cycle, because this is really the liftoff of the program.
All right. So let's start with co-selling. Really, what's AI doing there?
So AI can do a bunch of things here, right? With co-selling, you could take a bunch of spreadsheets, you could take a bunch of data, and then AI can have predictive deal matching. So you could look at the types of partners you have, look at the types of deals you have on the table, types of products that you're offering, the partners that you're going to meet with that day or that week or that month or that quarter, and say, okay, we're going to take these products, match up with these deals. Here's the expected top line revenue. Here's the expected discounting. Here's the net outcomes that we believe are going to be realistic. And let's set our numbers that way. So that's one way that AI can really have a very dramatic impact very quickly when it comes to, co-selling for partner programs.
So you're basically swiping right or swiping left. It's like Tinder for deals, right?
Yes, Ryan. It's almost like it's like a dating app. It's that ambiguous and it's that wow. I never thought we'd get to that part of our relationship. So exactly, if you swipe right, if your partner has the opportunity in that same account you pursue, you swipe left if they don't. But then the AI can surf for those overlappings and a channel conflict interest, instantly. And it can really suggest, what partners to bring to what deal. So although we joke around, swipe right, swipe left, the actual intelligence of the artificial intelligence that we have a partner Awesome or other companies are invoking actually have that level of intelligence there, which I think, all joking aside, is a very critical path for success.
No, that's a big deal. It's really instead of who do I know that might help, it's really who's most likely to help me in this deal. right?
Right. Right. And then even better, AI can monitor the intent signals. It can monitor the customer interest. If it's cybersecurity solutions, Partner X has a strong track record in cybersecurity with this type of customer, loop them in for that type of situation. So there are ways that you can get down to very acute alignments, within minutes instead of hours and hours of analytic meetings, if you will, and just get in there, get the meetings in, get going. This is actually where AI can get you time back during the day, to refocus on what's most important to you.
Okay, cool. So matching and partner selection. I know we just have like 2 minutes left, but can you talk about co-marketing?
Co-market is an interesting one. And, the cool thing about, I think even when we use, Gemini and we use GPT, the co-marketing becomes, a pure generative AI exercise right now where, you have to basically, I would advise, go into GPT-5 to set up your prompts, tell GPT-5, listen, here's the marketing I want to do with partner A, and partner B and partner C. Here's what we're selling. Here are the markets. Here are the deal bands. Here's the verticals and micro verticals, the sizes, the sales teams, and then let GPT get those prompts done, right?
Hmm.
And then when it
Yeah.
comes to the actual marketing plan, then you go into Gemini, take the prompts out of GPT, and basically say, look, I need to write a marketing plan for this. I need you to generate me a marketing plan. Here's how much revenue I'd like to generate, this quarter. Here's all the partners that we have. Here are all the prompts. It's a deep research. And then what Gemini is going to do is basically act like a big four consulting firm. It's going to source hundreds of different sources, if you do the prompts properly, and then from there you'll have a full on document presentation or even mini website that will reveal the actual co-marketing plan itself. So it could be end-to-end kits, it could be LinkedIn posting, it could be blogs, it could be articles,
Yeah.
it could be webinar outlines. I mean, we've written marketing plans that have, again, LinkedIn, email, landing pages, webinar outlines, blog, podcasting content, and even from looking at the market, if you use Instantly and Apollo, how much should it cost? What's the ROI? What are the COGS? The whole thing. So you could really get a lot of robust information out there pretty quickly to review. And we find with our clients, within a matter of hours, we have these plans written, and then it might take a couple of days to sort through them and get to the main thing.
Yeah.
We get there very, very quickly.
All right. So basically, instead of every partner getting the same boring content, they're really having something tailored to them, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's really the main thing. It's really a win-win for everybody because we're able to take the best questioning out of GPT-5 with the best
Yeah.
research that we found at Gemini and really get them custom tailored solutions. But the only real consistencies there are that, it's the same thing, same behaviors that we're doing, but the prompts and the research is going to be different each time to get to the main result, which is what is this co-marketing plan going to do for you? And then how are you going to, in a sense, go execute?
Um, Well, thanks, Jason. I know we got to wrap it up for today.
All right. Well, Ryan, on behalf of you and I and the entire audience, we thank everybody for joining us today. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to put some prompts and some other information, down in the show notes so that
Cool.
everybody can see how we build the AI. So I think maybe even a video link as well. So we'll put some information in the comments so that people could really see how we do it and and kind of learn or contact us from there.
Awesome. Thanks, Jason.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks,
Have a great
everyone.
day, everybody. Take care.